Hello, this is James Sheerin, host of the Sheer Growth podcast, and today we're thrilled to welcome Mike Barron, who is the visionary behind Icon Digital Media. With a proven track record in scaling businesses and a deep understanding of digital strategy, Mike helps companies unlock their full potential. Mike, great to have you on board. I like to always start with the origin story. How did you become a founder of Icon Digital?
Yeah, James, thanks for having me. Great to see you.
You too.
Very excited to be here. Mike Barron, founder of Icon Digital Media. A little bit about me, first and foremost, I'm a father to two beautiful daughters and a husband to an amazing wife. My background is actually pretty heavy in sales and business development. So I've been in those sorts of roles for about 20 years. Before starting this company, I worked for a large affiliate agency leading their new business efforts and really helped them grow into one of the largest affiliate agencies in the world. I started Icon Digital Media about 2 years ago. Right now, we're a full service affiliate creator marketing agency specializing in managing the entire affiliate ecosystem for direct to consumer and Amazon brands. Experiencing some pretty phenomenal growth, which is in large part due to the fact that we're approaching the affiliate space in a very innovative way, thinking outside the box, and in our opinion, the channel should be managed to drive maximum performance for brands. And it's much more of like an ecosystem type of thinking versus a channel thinking.
You're specializing in the affiliate space, which is a huge market, especially with Amazon. I'm obviously very familiar with Amazon, having a co-founder of an e-commerce marketing agency where we specialize in accelerating brands specifically on Amazon and other marketplaces. But affiliates, what for a brand, like how important is the affiliate model in today's e-commerce landscape?
Such a good question. I mean, in our opinion, it's critical, right? It has to be a major piece of any brand's marketing mix, whether you're a D2C brand or Amazon brand. I would say on the D2C side, the impact that a really well-built, professionally run affiliate program or channel, the impact that can have on a D2C brand is pretty big. On average, we typically see powerful, optimized affiliate programs or channels for D2C brands representing upwards of 20, maybe 30% of their total online revenue. Right. And on the Amazon side, it's a lot smaller, roughly 10 to 15%. Some of our larger Amazon brands or Amazon programs, affiliate or creator programs we've been running for, a couple of years are contributing to a lot more revenue than 10 to 15%. But just on like the sheer revenue contribution, it's a very powerful channel, right? Now, there's a lot of caveats, a lot of variables there that can kind of dictate, how large or powerful the channel can be for one brand versus another. But, I think a better way to look at it is almost, where is affiliate and creator marketing making the biggest impact for brands? And what we're seeing is that it's really heading more upstream. It's really leaning more into the discovery phase for customers. Affiliate historically was very effective in the conversion stage of the funnel for customers, right? Coupon sites, deal sites, loyalty that are really getting that customer over the line to purchase. Now in the affiliate channel, it is, again, way more upstream. So you have content, editorial, media, influencers, these discovery type of traffic sources that are playing a major role in the affiliate channel. And I think that's really kind of like the direction that the channel is heading in. So it's a beautiful thing to see affiliate playing in three phases of the customer lifecycle: discover, explore, and purchase.
Yeah, I think that's a real good analysis of that. And I'm really intrigued to know, if we rewind a little bit, Mike, how you decided to go from working for the largest affiliate business and moving into your own business itself, to doing a similar thing. What was that light bulb moment that said, I want to do this for myself?
Good question. I think I just reached a point where I felt like I could respectfully do it better. I wanted to do it for myself. When I stepped out on my own, I was in my early 40s. I had, one kid and a kid on the way. So it wasn't the most ideal time to start your own business. But at the same time, I think I had kind of everything on the line, right? I had motivators. I had reasons that I had to kind of be successful. But I guess to answer your question directly, I just wanted to do it for myself, right? I was tired of doing it for someone else. I was confident in my abilities and my understanding of how to build a successful agency in the affiliate and creator space. And I took the leap, and that was just over 2 years ago. So still pretty fresh, but so far so good.
So in those 2 years, you would have seen, a lot of successes, but then some challenges as well. What are the challenges that you've faced for a new founder, new agency over the recent times, and how have you overcome those challenges?
Gosh, I think my challenges are probably a lot different than maybe other agency founders. My background, given that it's in sales and business development, right? When I started the agency, I was incredibly confident in my ability to acquire new clients, right? Which I think is a lot of agencies' biggest hurdle is,
Mm.
how do I sell my services? How do I get new clients? I knew how to do that really, really well. I also had the luxury of knowing how to manage people well. I led a team of over 60 people in my previous role, account executives, BDRs, sales ops, sales analytics, like all of that biz dev kind of personnel. And I was a really good leader, and I was able to prove that and learn over the years. And so when I started my own company, those two challenges weren't much of a challenge at all. I would say that my challenge was more so in, I guess, the execution of our service, right? That was an area that I was a little bit green in. I just didn't really fully understand the intricacies and nuances of how to provide, an amazing service to clients. I could sell the service, but could I execute? And there was a learning curve there, but it was a short one. So that was a challenge, but we overcame that challenge and obstacle very, very quickly. Our number one KPI of the agency has always been client retention. And I think in order to have very high client retention, you have to be able to provide a very high level of service. And so that's kind of been the focus from day one. Other challenges are just growing pains, right? Normal stuff, allocating resources, hiring the right people, putting them in the right seats. We've been really, I don't want to say lucky, but we've hired great people that are still with us. We have an amazing team. We've definitely pivoted roles around and moved people around within the organization to fulfill the needs that we have. But I would say our biggest challenge has just been kind of like natural growing pains.
And in the e-commerce space, a lot of agencies offer a kind of more of a remote business. And how do you position your business? Do you have an office? Do you have like a hybrid model? How does that work for you and your team?
We're fully remote. Yeah, we've been fully remote since day one. Will we go into an office at some point? Maybe, but probably not. I think that we've been doing a great job remote. We try to hire within Southern California
Hmm.
to ensure that we can at least get together like once a month. I think that it's important to get that face time. For me, it's all about, sure, the number one, KPI of the agency is client retention, but it's also employee retention, employee satisfaction, building a really strong, positive culture. And in order to do that, we like to get together in person. And when we get together in person, we work a little bit, but we socialize, right? We go out and have some lunch and drinks and go bowling and kind of do fun stuff and step outside of the work mode.
I think it's really important that whenever I've worked in a business, I've always looked at how you look after your employees and how are you kind of treating them and engaging with them outside of work. It's always been a prerequisite before going into a business of I need that. Otherwise, you spend a lot of time working and you want to have fulfillment not just from a work point of view, but the relationships you're making as well. Um, so it sounds like the client retention piece is a big win for you and the way that you've set up so far. What are some other big wins that you've had in the 2 years since your inception?
Other than, landing some pretty notable clients, large, nine-figure Amazon brands and, billion-dollar D2C brands, I would say our biggest win is how we've really approached and like dominated the Amazon affiliate channel from a service provider standpoint, from an agency standpoint. The Amazon affiliate or creator channel or ecosystem, whatever you want to call it, came about close to the same time that I founded this company, close to the same time that we kicked off. And at that time, the Amazon affiliate channel was in its infancy. It was brand new. There weren't a lot of people kind of working in the space. There was a couple really powerful attribution platforms and affiliate networks like Levanta and Wayward, both of which we're very close with today, and they're some of the best in the space. But anyways, I'd say the challenge that we overcame was how that channel, the Amazon affiliate channel specifically, evolved and changed so quickly and so often. And as an agency, we kept our head down. We stayed the course. We were committed to becoming a really dominant player and effective agency and service provider in that channel. And so as these changes came and these, Amazon rolling out, attribution versus associates parameter changes and flipping the channel on its head, and you see other agencies like come into the space and then get out quickly because they're like, they'll throw their hands up. We can't figure this out. We're going back to what we know how to do, D2C affiliate or this type of marketing. We had phases of thinking that way of like, God, this is really hard, right? Are we gonna make it? Should we just go back to doing what we know how to do really well? But we stuck with it. We stayed the course, and we overcame all the obstacles, and we came out the other end stronger, just in a far better position to kind of maintain that top spot as the best affiliate, Amazon affiliate agency. So really proud of not holding that spot, but more proud of the team, just sticking with it and, weathering the storm.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the challenges on Amazon and the pain that they provide many brands, but then it's the agencies that kind of have to hold up the mast and say, look, just keep at it. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through this short-term pain, and we'll come out the other end. So, yeah, no, I can completely relate to that. As a new agency, you would have launched during this hiatus of AI, and how have you integrated AI into your business, and what do you use it for?
Yeah. I think it was just, a little bit of an interesting time when I launched, right? AI was around, it was there, but it really wasn't. And it wasn't nearly as robust or relevant as it is now. So it's definitely caused some changes in the way we think and approach, the space and how we manage our programs. But I'm excited for it. I think it's a great thing. I am super bullish on AI. For our space specifically, creator, affiliate, influencer type of marketing, I think that it can only benefit what we're doing. And so, for us, there has to be a level of like what we call human touch, right? In order for us to be really good at what we do and onboard and recruit and optimize affiliates or creators or publishers for our clients, we need to do that, right? The humans need to do that. So it definitely doesn't scare me. How are we incorporating it into our business? We're incorporating it into our business in a few ways. The first is we've expanded our service offering outside of like traditional affiliate or general affiliate to basically intersect and manage every intersection of the ecosystem. And an intersection of that ecosystem is actually us having the ability to drive performance and exposure for our clients within LLMs, right? So part of our standard service offering now for all clients is just that, AI SEO, what we're calling and coined omni-channel search optimization. And so this is one way that we're really leaning into AI, and the results that we're driving thus far are phenomenal. We have a couple tools and trackers that we're using to gauge and quantify performance. When a client joins us, their AI visibility score is this. 90 days in, it's way up here, and that's directly due to our efforts. The second way that we're really utilizing AI is we have a proprietary data technology and reporting tool called Ecom IQ. Ecom IQ is the first and only full Amazon affiliate ecosystem reporting platform. There's a couple others out there that work with Amazon Creator Connections or this segment. Ours is the only one that does the whole channel, so it's super powerful. we're very proud of it. A lot of time, money, and energy has gone into the production of it, but it's awesome. Within that platform, I won't say too much, but phase 3 for us will be AI integration, and that will evolve in a few different ways. I'll save the update for the next time you have me on the podcast, but you know.
Absolutely, Mike. Yeah, save some nuggets of gold so that we can have more to uncover as time goes on, for sure. So you talk about being a business development guy, and I think we all start a business wearing different hats. We've got experience coming from certain industries, but having that as a weapon in your arsenal, how do you approach business development for your business? What are the ways which you get business through the door?
Yeah. And to take a step back, I think, and what I've learned in the past like 2+ years as a founder, a first time founder, never owned my own business or anything. I think for any business to be successful, regardless of the industry, you have to be good at sales. You have to understand how to acquire new customers or new clients or new brands or whatever your measure of growth or thing that will allow you to continue to scale and grow is. Figure out how to acquire that, right? And so again, I have 20 years of experience in that, so I was really pretty dialed when I started this company. How do we do it? I mean, there's a few different ways. We're really big on traditional outbound. Traditional outbound, email, cold calling, LinkedIn, different touch points. I think that outbound is still very, very relevant and effective in acquiring new clients, but I will say that it is very saturated these days. It is so full of fluff and automation and AI and fake outreach. I think one thing that we've done very well is really focus on authenticity, right? When you think about an effective outbound strategy, be authentic, be a person, be a human. Don't just blast out 10,000 emails a day hoping to get 0.3 conversion rate or response rate. That's not the approach I've ever taken or believe in. So outbound is really tough these days, but we're still believers. We're also doing inbound and we work on collecting positive reviews and driving inbound, traffic and leads. I'm starting to kind of dabble in like short form content and other things to kind of get our agency out there and start, generating more interest. We don't focus on referrals. We get a lot of referrals just organically, but it's never been a channel that I've pursued for other reasons. I know a lot of agencies lead into that. For me, it's really about just traditional outbound and inbound lead generation.
That's awesome, and I always like speaking to a fellow business development guy because, like you, 20 years in the game. So I've done all sorts of outreach methods, from knocking doors to cold calling to sending letters through the post. So outreach can be hard these days, and breaking through that noise is key, really. So if we look at growth and future goals over 2026, we're at the start of the year. What are the kind of key growth metrics that you're looking to achieve in the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah. I mean, the obvious ones, linear growth, right? New clients onboarded, revenue, right? Like 3xing the size of the agency. And those things are, I'd say, really the number one area where we're focused on, right? Like we have monthly sales targets that are very aggressive, but I'm confident that we can achieve them. And if we hit those targets every single month, by the end of the year, we will have X number of clients. And it's all based on this churn rate and all of that. So new client count, revenue, EBITDA, margins, right? We're focused on all of that. But also, and I think almost just as important, is our internal growth, right? Like finding ways to provide better, more effective service, increasing our margins, driving more revenue, better results with the same resources. In addition to that, employee growth, personal professional development for our team, for our company, improving, our culture. I think those are growth metrics as well.
Absolutely.
Employee satisfaction, all of those things. Yeah.
And I think it's important to look beyond just the financial growth. It's the other metrics as well that actually help build the business from a mindset and team perspective as well. Yeah, that's quite inspiring. Thanks for sharing that. So if I were to give you a magic wand and I said to you, if there's one thing that you could fix with this magic wand in your 2 years or in the current operation, what would you say the bottleneck is that you would want to fix right now?
Oof, me, myself. Like we have a team of 15 now, and I still feel like I'm the biggest bottleneck sometimes. So, I don't know if that's fixable. I think I'm getting much better at, kind of relinquishing the reins and letting people do their thing and giving them autonomy. And I should, because we have an amazing team. So yeah, I guess that would be my answer. Maybe a close second would be the sales, would be new client acquisition, would be outbound systems. But I think that we're making huge strides there as well, and we've really haven't had a challenge in, like, acquiring new business. So yeah.
And one thing I get from you straight away, 2 years, you've built a team of 15 people, you're achieving fantastic results. I think that is testament to your drive and determination. And I'd love for you to share one pearl of wisdom to the audience, to an agency owner out there. If you're listening and you're starting an agency or thinking about getting out of the rat race because you've got 20 years of experience and you think, I can do this and I can do it better, what would be your pearl of wisdom or one advice, or if you've got more than that you could share with the audience or any future founders out there?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think something I alluded to just a few moments ago, which is, if you're gonna do this, work hard to acquire new clients, figure out the sales piece. Without that, you're going to have a really tough time being successful and growing and getting to a place that's like really meaningful for you. And then the second piece would be is really focus on providing the best service possible and retaining your clients as long as possible. I think that is a very obvious answer, but it's so important. You work so hard to get, to build your business, to get these clients, to get these brands. You need to work equally as hard to keep them. It's going to be full of ups and downs and challenges, but the obstacles are fun to overcome. It's worth it all in the end when you kind of reach an exciting place. So.
Well, I really appreciate you sharing all that information, Mike, and I could talk to you for a very long time, and I'm sure we'll get another opportunity. If people want to find out a little bit more about you, Mike, and I'm certainly very interested about your business and the services you offer as well, where can people find you?
Yeah, I think our website is the best place. It's icondigitalmedia.com, and icon is with a K, not a C. We're on LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find our company on LinkedIn. If you want to check out Ecom IQ, which is our data technology, go to icon-iq.com. You can schedule a demo there. Yeah, look forward to hearing from anyone who wants to chat.
Amazing. So I appreciate your time today, Mike, and it's been a really wonderful conversation. So if you've liked this episode and you're watching over there and you want to find out a little bit more about Mike, please follow the links that are going to be in the description. If you're a brand specifically and you want to learn more about affiliate, Mike is your guy. And if you're on Amazon specifically as well, Mike is your guy as well. So follow the podcast, click on the links, go to that Icon IQ. I think that's going to be a really interesting tool to use and really get under the hood. And we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks again, and tune in next time.